Hello everyone and welcome to another Heffy Doodle video. Today I'm playing with some different stuff for me. I'm not coloring today, but I'm gonna try something different. I was inspired by a photo that I saw on Pinterest and I'll share that with you here. And so I'm gonna try to recreate something like that into a card. So I'm going to use the Whole Lotta Hearts die set from Heffy Doodle, which basically consists of 4 different shapes of hearts and different variations of sizes of those shapes. So it's kind of neat, depending on what heart shape you want to use. And then I also have the Hello Everyone stamp set, which is a stamp set that consists only of sentiments. I was going to think of it. Sentiments, but they also have the word die to cut them out. So I'm going to use this high, I think. We'll see how it turns out. I have the idea in my head, but sometimes it doesn't come out right on the card. We'll see. We'll see. So I grabbed some of my cardstock with a few colors that I thought of when I saw the picture. One was My Favorite Things Poppy. I love this red cardstock. And the other was Stampin' Up's Tempting Turquoise or something like that, I think. I love these colors together. I'm using my Your Next stamp die snips to cut apart some of my hearts. I really like this awkward heart. It's kind of misshapen or oddly shaped. I shouldn't say misshapen. It's just different to me. It feels different. So I'm cutting out about a gajillion of these. This is my do I really want to do this face. But after I cut out the first one, I loved it so much I just knew that I had to do this. I'm sure you know the feeling. Some of you may know that I injured my right shoulder recently, and doing this, I really wish that I had an electronic die cutting machine. Yes, you can leave me a comment below. So I turned up some classical music and got to cranking on my die cutting machine.
2 hours later.
I didn't count the hearts, but I think in the end I cut out about 3/4 of a sheet of 8.5 by 11 paper. And one from the poppy. I really loved how this was coming together. The hearts just looked fabulous and I was excited to put it together. I needed a sentiment first though. In the picture, it was just some paper hearts. So I'm using this high from the Hello Everyone stamp set with coordinating dies, but I'm not using the stamp. I just cut the high 4 times from a piece of Neenah Solar White cardstock. Yes, I sure did, and I paid for it later. So now I'm layering together these 4 word dies to create one thick word die so that it creates dimension on my card. The Nuvo Deluxe liquid adhesive is great. It gives you just enough working time to get them all lined up, but it doesn't stay wet forever. It's good, I like it. Once all the layers were adhered together, I grabbed an acrylic block and let that sit on top of it while I adhered my hearts. I didn't cut all of the hearts perfectly. Some of them were cut from the edge of my scrap cardstock to get more hearts. But that's okay because I'm just going to pile these all together, and so those ones that aren't perfect just get put on the bottom. And I'm also layering them on a piece of the turquoise cardstock because what I learned when I first started to put them on the piece, I wanted the dimension. I didn't want to cover up all of the background with hearts. I wanted to be able to see the background behind it. That's what gives it the dimension. So as I got further down on the card, I used less hearts, if that makes sense. Seeing the turquoise background behind it just looks like there's more hearts stacked everywhere, and that's what gives it the dimension that I wanted. I ended up stacking the hearts falling off of the edge of the card, but I wanted it to be a clean edge. So I took my Tonic Guillotine trimmer and chopped off whatever was coming off of the end of the card. The first time you have to kind of line it up with the edge, but then you'll have that straight edge to get the rest of the sides. Make sure you push down on that plastic safety guard and hold your paper in place. Otherwise, you're going to get a wonky edge. Ask me how I know. This trimmer did what I needed it to do, and I love how it turned out. I used some scrap pieces of black and white craft foam and tear tape adhesive to pop up my card panel onto a Simon Says Stamp Fog card base. Now, I wanted the red heart to pop up on the panel, so I used some Craft Perfect foam squares. I just cut them down and used it to pop it up. For the high word die, I used something special. It's by Ranger in the Letter It line. It's clear foam adhesive. I used to have another brand of this, and they discontinued it. So I'm super excited to have this in my hands now. It's just a clear, dimensional adhesive that you can use behind word dies just like this, and you don't have to cut it down so small. Take a look at my final pictures. The only reason you'll be able to tell that it's there is that it's slightly glossy, and I told you that it was there. Anyway, this is my card. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Find me, find Heffy Doodle on social media, and until next time. Coming up next is more Disney footage from our family vacation.
Let's finish this drill right now. We gotta get going. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few moments, the library doors in front of you will be opening.
You are the passengers of the ocean common elevator about to ascend into your very own picture of the Twilight Zone. Beyond the deepest, darkest corner of the imagination, in the Tower of Terror,